Crypto Week surge is here. Today we'll break it down for you. My name is Paul Barron. Welcome back into the show. Let's get into it. I do want to thank our sponsor. That's Coinbase. You guys, of course, are brand new to the show. Get in on Coinbase right now. It's where you guys can begin your crypto trading journeys. And it's very easy to do. One thing you can do is if you use our link, you're going to get up to $200 in crypto just to get started. Make your first trade over there. And whether you're a business or an individual, you guys can do that there on Coinbase. Check it out. Use our link. It helps us. All right, let's get into a couple of points here of the CPI, slightly up or a little bit more than expected. President Trump is again posting statements after the CPI came in, and it did rise to 2.7, but he is still on it, and that is lower the Fed rate now. This is what Trump is looking for. Again, the opportunity is either massive because this will have an effect on so many different industries to readjust businesses that will go back in, real estate prices. We could see a lot that would add jet fuel to where this economy is going. Now, I want to go to a clip of Scott Bessent. He's talking about the CPI. Take a look.
Put too much emphasis on one number. I think it's the trend, and I think one thing that Wall Street, a lot of economists, market in general got wrong early on was that tariffs were going to cause a substantial price level rise, which just hasn't happened.
And there are some people on the FOMC, the Federal Reserve, still worried about the prospect of that happening through the summer. We've all sensed the frustration from the White House across the administration with Fed Chair Jay Powell. And a lot of confusion, I think, at this point that maybe we can address in this conversation. Is firing the Federal Reserve Chair under active consideration in the White House and the Treasury in your administration?
President Trump said numerous times he's not going to fire Jay Powell. He's working the refs.
All right, so you can kind of see it there. There's just a lot of pressure from the White House. Now, one thing that Bessent did hit on is the trend. And if you take a look at the annual, and you also compare this to what's happening in the UK, Argentina, India, most of these are up in terms of comparison to the United States. This, of course, coming off of Trueflation, which the trend is down if you go to the high, which was right back there on December 14th, when the market was booming, and we have seen a downward trend. And this, of course, is all since the tariffs have impacted. Now, one thing that also plays into this is you think about the UK and their inflation number and the fact that they have started to lower rates on the ECB. So the United States is definitely behind. Now, the question is Powell too late? Will this have an effect on the market that is longer lasting because of us holding off on these rate cuts? That is the real question.